realized how much I love our music, so it is hypnotizing and invigorating and a little bit cool, smoothing, soothing, strange. Hey, folks, welcome to another exciting show, the weekly show that we're going to have because, well, I decided we're going to have it, and we got a pretty exclusive run tonight. I figured I'd start off with some aircraft sitting there because why the hell not? That's what we are, it's what we do. Um, I figured I'd possibly show you that there's some people out there that got their videos out the past week. Well, I don't have to show you. You go look. There's videos out there. Go take a look at them for crying out loud. There's a lot of people who like aircraft or Abigail crafts. I mean, like a whole bunch of our subscriptionary people. They've got some in their HPAP line, Best Paper Airplanes channel. That a few hours ago. Paper Dreams. I mean, look at all of them. Just the un-English language ones that I don't really want to massacre by saying wrong are some of the better ones. Crease Easy Fold On. I mean, like some of these got easy paper origami. Okay, I can say that. Papierfliegertube. That's German. I can say that. And Pepperflieger. I fucked that up. Papierflieger Canal. There's dude. There's various ones. All these people put out some good stuff, among others. Best Paper Airplanes channel. Tutorial Avion and Paper Aerocrafter. Go look, dude. Go look. There's a lot of them. I mean, like especially now that we've expanded our uh, horizons. Got the new We Play in it. Like, cause they always launch aircraft. They're Korean. Those guys are awesome. I gotta give a shout out to them. They got some good, they got some good stuff going on that channel. Um, but like, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Make sure you check out our the ones that we subscribe to, man, cause it's some good stuff to there, or good stuff put on there from like all over the globe and all over the world of paper crafting and paper flyers and stuff like that. I think Jason Merrill himself got one out there recently, along with Electrogami got one out there. Our man, ID67, he got one. Like, man, it's just there's a bunch of stuff to review through it. If you haven't, you need to go look through it. Uh, yeah. We were gonna have other people on board, but something happened. I don't know what, but it's okay. Um, we got we got a bigger show. Well, I mean, okay, it's gonna be smaller. Like I'm gonna try to keep the time down. I'm really gonna try to make an effort to keep the time down. I got news. I got aircraft I'm trying to build. And like has me being a producer of aircraft, like I'm stuck in a mire right now of like what kind of man, the development team is like working hard to try to produce aircraft, newer aircraft that I'm going to need, and like some of these aircraft, I'm kind of scared ain't going to see the light of day, you know. So or either that, or like I'm scared that I'm going to change them around and change them around and change them around again. This little thing uh, I built straight out of a book with the paper from the book. Pretty cool aircraft. Flies pretty good. Flies could be expected. Kind of basic though. Not. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Basic is good. Basic is good. You know that. I like basic. Basic works in the combat world, but this plane is busy. It's the best way I can think. I was thinking of a whole bunch of adjectives like busy, but you notice the pattern blends really well. So the paper was done right, almost. Kind of see it doesn't meet there. It's not exact, and I don't follow the folds, and that's a problem with producing aircraft in like the kits and the books that you can get is you don't get a chance to match that all the time. I don't know if y'all notice that or not, but you really don't. You really don't. You have to watch out for that crap. So, I mean, it looks good. Just really crazy ass pattern, which you could almost say is camouflage. I don't know. Kind of like my starry bird there. Same kind of kit, same kind of thing. Nova's visiting. But the more important thing we got here tonight, folks. Like obviously you want to get out there and check with your people and check your stuff and like go look at the videos. But we got it. We got a little bit of something tonight because our back a little while ago, it was kind of unofficial, and I tried to make it official before it actually occurred, and I hope I did. But like we still placed an order from Powerhouse. Um, few aircraft. If NASA could remember, um, I gotta have to get back with him. gets a chance to watch these sometimes, but he's busy with the database and everything. And like, we was talking, and uh, like, I think it's now going on its 8th year that I've been expecting an order from NASA. Uh, I placed an official order with an official amount of official aircraft that I have yet to see. That's okay. I can deal. It's all right. I can deal with the lack of aircraft coming out of there. Um, well, I mean, okay, let's face it. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go back and run through. I actually kept a software and a hard copy of the aircraft that we wanted, so I have to go back and take a look. I actually don't remember which ones we got. What the hell have I been cutting with this thing lately? Yeah, I'm messing with my blade, but I need my blade because we got a thing, and I shouldn't get an exacto. I don't get an exacto for the big stuff, but we got a thing. We got a thing. We're gonna do. I'm not calling this an unboxing because it's not what it is, but it is kind of an unboxing. So we have our special, our care package, if you will. It came actually 2 days ago. So, for your update on there, Rob, you the man. It did come. Don't know where yours is at, but I'm actually doing this because I'm trying to take care of the aircraft inside. Yes, Powerhouse PaperPlanes sent us some aircraft, and we're checking out the aircraft that he sent. Yes, yes, yes. See, if you watch the shorts on his channel, you notice that the aircraft were, what were you going to be sent? So that's always nice to see them in person. He actually packed them nice. They probably going to need a little bit of tweaking. I could tell. Wow, they got the it's the fancy baggage. Yes, that's pretty cool. But we like toys that you buy even in a crafty store. You always want to see. Wow, wow. All right, yeah, hell yeah. Damn, it's got a body to it too. I can't believe I already got my dog hair on it. I have to fold it. I don't make sure I fold the nose or the nose, the fin the other way. It's fighting that. I see the tape's adhesive itself sticking over there, so I'm gonna have to form up something to actually give it. Yes, of course the colors are just awesome, but yeah, these are pretty birds. You gotta tell me. You gotta have to tell me like which one is which. I'm gonna want to know which one is which though. See, so this is cool. I love these. This thing's got a heft to it. It's got some weight like you would not believe. The fin does want to fold over because the fin did fold over, so I'm gonna have to put something on there to actually prevent it from doing what it's trying to do. Actually, I'm gonna put it sideways into something so that the fin's got some pressure on it the opposite direction. The hell? Oh wait, I've got my own catering thing to it. What the hell am I doing here? There we goes. There we goes. There we goes. Okay. See the camera stand here, which is an armature that connects to the desk. It's got like 4 arms off of it, the boom mic and everything like that. Is taking care of business. So there's like in between the two. Wait, I can show you. It has arms such as these. So I use the arms to hold the glasses that you see me occasionally wear, the blue blockers, and mostly that, but a couple aircraft in case they have problems fitting the slots nicely, and that's what I'm having it do right now. Put that one in there for a while to get its fin to actually fold up. My God, this one is prismatic. Had to keep the Arm & Hammer with it. That's a good idea. There are silicone things that absorb all the moisture that could potentially get in there. I dig that. I dig that. Holy mackerel. Oh, it's got some. The Arm & Hammer. Oh, okay. I see. So the Arm & Hammer must have got some dust on it. But that's okay because we also have a dust proofing device up in here. Y'all gonna make me dust it proof up in here. Now it's gonna be all shiny and stuff. Because it was looking a little bit ashy. I'm going to have to get some lotion. Don't you ask me what I know about that. I know about that. We dealt with you all before. Y'all paper airplane builders that get Ashley from doing this all day, every day. Yeah, there you go. Now she's got a shine to her. Yeah. Now this one's going to be a little bit more of a challenge to get those fins out. Ooh, very attractive looking prismatic coloring to that bird. Yes, that's quite hype. Yes, yes. I like that. Man, you guys with your, you know how cool it would look if these could actually flip and face the right way? Because really it looks like they're another copy of them fins, aren't they? Yeah, I can see it. And obviously, see, it comes natural with an aircraft this thick that you feel it and you're like, okay, so I know I can throw it this way because I don't have a fuselage to grab over here. It is a complete flying wing, as you can see. So I got no fuselage to grab. So I don't feel as bad, especially because I'm like, I don't think hurt, like doing something like this is going to hurt it that much. I do think this is probably a little unnecessary. It's holding stable, but I wouldn't want to chuck it while doing that, especially if I know I can chuck it by doing like something like that. Or a rubber band launching it. I heard about that from somebody. Where did I hear that? I don't remember where I heard that. Oh, but then we get back to some of the IVPAC colors, as it were. If you put roundels on there, you wouldn't have to worry about IVPAC colors. but we're not going to turn down any aircraft that look like our IVPAC colors and such like that. These are pretty freaking awesome. Do you call that a beaver tail? Oh, I see the flaps are actually kind of deployed on this. That's cool. I'm going to assume that this aircraft needs that for its flight because it needs that for. It's cool. I also see that the tape is burned off on the nose, which means these things have flown. Is there a video of these things flying? Kind of want to see that. I mean, I can make one, but we'll need to haggle this one. This one have to do the same thing because this one's actually got a little bit of an issue too. So I want to make sure that the aircraft are ready to go when I'm ready to go, if that ever happens. Because although surprisingly enough, we're supposed to get up into the 50s this weekend. Like, oh my God, Wisconsin is seeing an apocalypse because I'm pretty sure if we get up into the 50s in February, we're going to set some records. I don't think that's unprecedented. Yes. Gonna have one more aircraft in here. So that's 4. This is number 4 coming out now, which is like, oh my God. The Arm & Hammer definitely doing its job, but definitely making it nice powdery. Because that is a very powdery plane. But that's okay. Because again, doing its job, appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the delivery of aircraft here. Feel like I gotta take care of business. Yeah, you can tell the difference there, yeah? Let's see if we can do straight down the center line. Straight down, make sure the aircraft looks. What y'all think about that Super Bowl? Anybody watch that little game called the Super Bowl? I heard a lot of people bitching and moaning about various things about a low-scoring game. I don't think 29-13, and I understand 13 points were scored like in the final, like 4 minutes. I watched it, but I mean, like I get it. Yeah, see, there's a big difference between the one side and the other side. I get it. It was kind of low scoring, but then again, did you remember the last time the Patriots happened to get in there? Wasn't it like 13-3 or some stupid shit? Like that god awful Super Bowl absolutely nobody wanted to happen but the NFL. Gotta have the Patriots play the Rams. I think that was the one. Nobody wanted to see that except maybe Patriots fans who I even think got tired of it, and Rams fans who like hadn't even got used to the fact they had a team yet. I know pretty much everybody else in the entire United States was like, oh God. I remember that because that was that one like we've talked about it before, that the Saints should have went, but somebody called it to make sure that the Rams would go, and like I believe it was the NFC Championship game. I mean, you got Drew Brees to quit because he couldn't handle that stupid bullshit anymore. Like, I don't blame him. Like, if you're just going to snow job me just so you can get your stupid, pathetic team in there that nobody wants to see when the better team gets a chance to go, which I can't remember how close that was, but I'm fairly well certain the Saints were better than the Rams that year. I'm I'm like 86.3% sure the Rams were the lesser team, but they showed it. And the Patriots didn't want to play either because they're just nobody wants to see the Patriots except Boston. Like their de facto team. I mean, I don't know how many Vermonters and New Hampshire and Mainers come over down there to watch that pathetic excuse, but I hate the Patriots. I freaking hate the Patriots. God, I hate the Patriots. Tired of the Patriots. I hate the Braves. I hate the Patriots. I hate the Phillies. I hate the Sixers. I hate the Broncos. I hate the Dolphins. I hate the Angels. I hate the Lakers. God damn the fucking Lakers. Don't care who they've got. I always hate the Lakers. It's just a thing. You must hate the Lakers. Hate the Dogs. Georgia Tech all the way. Fuck the Bulldogs. Hey man, this egg actually sits on its fins pretty good. So there they are, ladies and gentlemen. We got the 4 aircraft making a delivery from Powerhouse PaperPlanes. We picked them up here at the 355th Fighter Group not 2 days ago, but I was holding off for the show. I was thinking about making an exclusive show, but I was like, no, let's wait for the weekly because usually the weekly doesn't have anything like this. I consider this kind of major, you know, because it's rare that we get people that we make deliveries for ourselves, you know. And like I said, I would send an aircraft out to you, but I don't think you'd want mine as much as I want yours. Yours are more exclusive. Yours will handle the swell better too, so you know. But man, pretty damn cool. They cool looking. I like seeing the. I'd have to make some adjustments on these fins. I think I can do that. I like the fact that the flaps are already cut in, so you can play with them if you need fit. But I notice that a lot of times on your videos, you make the minor adjustments, but you don't really make too many adjustments. They usually flap pretty good on their own. No beaver tail, I see. Downward angle on these. I'm assuming on the canards, which are facing the wrong way. If you can just tape them on the body, why can't they be facing the right way? I don't know. It just seems so anti-aesthetic to me. But it's a cool looking bird. Pretty damn cool. Yeah. You're gonna have to tell me what the hell these are. And you know, I know you guys don't like to do it so much. First of all, you got fins. You could put fin codes on these. But second of all, what day were they built? And I understand with you, it could be a day-long thing, but or day long. What the hell am I talking about? It could be a week-long thing. But you know, like I like to know those things. I like having a date on there, just because I like having a date on there. Oh, they come back. They come back pretty good. That's wild. Those two look like each other's twins. It's just one's trying out the single fin while one's trying out the double fin version of itself. I was wondering about that. Does it really need that? I bet it does because I bet that's the body in general of the aircraft that requires that, like, it makes it firmer and stuff like that. So yeah, these things are awesome. I always like having new planes to play with. Hear that, Matt? You can send some birds my way if you want. You know how much space these will take up after I actually retire them to the palace? My God, these will be these will be like crazy to go into the palace because they'll take up almost all the room I have in the palace. I got another one here. I got another one here, just because. Yeah, yeah. I got another one here, just because. They were all gifted me now the collection of Powerhouse aircraft, and we always wondered, does he have 6 different aircraft? He does indeed have 6 different aircraft. But what do I have here? What's this? Number one, number two, number three, number four, number five, number six. Although that's a swallow, I believe. And this was the RR7, but the bat. I gotta check back in with your stuff. Some of y'all have some prolific stuff, and some of y'all change it around, so it's harder to keep track. I mean, I know some, but I don't know them all. This was a perfect flying wing. So, but like I recognize that, so I know that one. Yeah, but yeah, the aircraft are here. The aircraft will have a home. The aircraft will hopefully get flown around here. See, Matt, I don't have to build these; they're already built, which is good too because this would take years out of my life to try to get these damn things done. I mean, for real. And I'm not. I'm kind of teasing y'all. Like it's like yeah, building something like that. But you notice I built one the other night, and I try. I really do try. I swear. It's like I do try, and like I don't put them up there all the time. So I've got planes y'all's flying around, but not like these. I just, man, this is a labor of love right here. This is trying to escape things. You know what I mean? So these are awesome. Y'all make sure. See, but this is one of the cool things about IVPAC. One of the cool things about being a member is like y'all can we can trade with each other. We can like play like real air forces, which is what we try to be, a real air corps. Like you place an order, I will try to get you aircraft. I place an order, I expect to be given like some aircraft, so I know what I'm dealing with here. And like yeah, it all good things. And these are primary. Yes, I put that on there because yes, I'm adult. I've got to fix that a second here. Hold on. That's annoying me. One of the things I hated about doing the roundels is the fact that like they did that. Like they don't sit perfectly circular, and like no, that's like nitpicking a little bit. But I mean, I know it's nitpicking. I know. I don't have to. Doesn't matter so much, but I do it anyway because why the hell not? I guess I don't know what my problem is. Can't go through life nitpicking every little thing. I've heard that before somewhere, but one of the things I nitpick is like, why couldn't you get this to fill the? What's the point of the zero if I can't get you to fill the zero? But it's not so much the print company's fault so much as it is like the printer's fault because it's best if you get it all in and leave some off than it is to actually get it all off. Especially if you got a design that has to fit, which we do. So it's something. But now taking off that, you can't. Blend's pretty good now. You can barely tell it is. I just pencilized it. So yes, I actually have the overhead light on. So apologies if you're getting a little flicker. I've been leaving that off all the time because of the flicker, but it's apparently not showing up too much. So yeah, I got one of those pens. You remember these pencils? You do that and you got more pencil going on? Yeah, I got one of these pencils. Yeah. Yeah, that's old school pencils right there. The manual automatic pencils. I think I got a red too. Do I got a red? I think I got a red. I can fix that. Make sure my red be writing. I can do a little bit of red here. That's nice. That's nice. See now, although for some odd reason in the camera you could really tell that that's pencil versus white versus the printing gray, but I don't know why. But in real life, maybe it's the angle. Oh yeah, see, like it's almost disappeared. You rewind that tape, yeah, you can tell like it made a difference there. But yeah, so I still got them. I still got them. Yeah, pretty badass bird. Pretty badass birds. Like again, one of the perks of being an IVPAC member, um, seriously, direct is like, yeah, you make a request, usually we'll fill it. Um, Sometimes if not, but don't really care. I can put pin codes on this for you. I'm assuming planes like this probably aren't affected too much by a little bit extra weight. Like if you put a label maker and give them a pin code, guess what I'm gonna do? But again, Robert, oh man, Powerhouse. I'd like to thank Powerhouse for sending out another awesome mass order of aircraft. So we have some different things from a different builder to fly. Um, yeah, these are. I feel like I'm playing with like a more die-cast bird. Like something like a model. I mean, like I don't feel like a 332, for example, compared to that like thing like fits right before the fins. So you see how big it is compared to certain aircraft like the Cobra. So OAEs. Now this is my build, but so the wings are wider, but the length would be the same. So a Cobra compared to, remember this is my faux Cobra, my Fobra, if it as it were. But it gives you a good retrospect to see like Javelin, see how big they are compared to other members' aircraft. You know, you don't usually get to see that often either, especially from direct builds. But yeah, you get to see sizes, compare sizes. I can put a Banshee up on there, or the hell, a Vampire. That Vampire I built with you, but it's like a little bit more different than the standard stuff. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the cool aspects of this. Um, I gotta see. Wait a minute, let me see one of my die casts here, just to give an idea of what the hell. Just to give an idea of how big or how small. Definitely heavy, but so that's one of my diecast A10s, and yeah, yeah. So yeah, it covers it up pretty good, pretty sizable there. Um, can't can't show the models because the models are hanging from the ceiling, and I'm not getting them down right now for that. I don't like the models as much. I like them to be a little bit, like you can play with them, as it were, um, as much as possible. So my thing is mostly like, I mean, the models are you look at them with a you ugly mug a freaking model and it breaks. And I mean, I know there's such a thing as glue. I mean, how the hell do you think I put it together? But I can't bring myself to. You can't just like play it around, pretend like you flying and stuff. You can't do that crap. What's up, Robert? You at work? You checking us out? You seeing what I got, man? You seeing what I got? I was hoping that's why I was trying to actually kind of delay the takeoff a little bit to see if you'd be able to. I don't know if you watch, you just listen, but I got the care package, brother. I got it. I got it. Busted out, showcased it, opened it up for everybody. I did get it 2 days ago, but I wanted to save it for the show, and I was thinking about doing again like an exclusive show like when they came, but I figured like, no, I'm gonna wait for the weekly show and show it and then talk about. This is one of the cool things about being a perk of being a member is like somebody places an order, you can receive aircraft, so you get a comparison to aircraft. So you got to tell me, you got to, hey man, just for my peace of mind, tell me what I got, and then tell me the dates they were built. Could you do that? Not now, but whenever. Um, Go back and watch this, and then like as I run it down, you can tell me like because I put all six of them, the four you sent and the two I got previously. Like if you can, I mean, I don't know, like whatever you can do, brother. Just like it's just for my peace of mind because like I like to know, especially when it comes to time to put them away in the museum in the palace. I'd like to know like what they are and when they were built, so I know how old they are. Cool, I appreciate that, man. Just I mean, like that's the that's the thing. I mean, seriously, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, I get, but you guys could write so much on here. Like I was saying, like I'm assuming um, these planes probably it don't get affected by weight too much, right? So if I were to put your fin code on there, like with the label maker, I couldn't write in black because well the fin is black. I could write it on red on the other side, but if I put your fin code on there, why don't y'all put your fin code on there? You just get it done there. I mean, you don't have to have the neatest writing, but you could get a label maker. Like I put a label maker, but I still make paper planes. So I get scared about any extra weight. But these things I don't feel like would be harmed by any extra weight. So I can probably put like their fin codes on there, right? See, you can do that. Or is there like the paper core? Is the date written on the paper core inside? That would suck because I'm not peeling these things apart. I don't think you could. But I'm sorry, I'm kind of rambling. It's just it's a little exciting, and it's also like, man, see, because like I know these are like a year old now. The Swallow definitely. This is RR7. You gotta tell me what they are. Like I said, like all you gotta do is watch it and then rewind it to the part, which is about like 20 minutes from before this or whatever. And I lined them up so you can tell me what they are and hopefully when they were built. They love weight. Cool. I figured as much. I figured as much. That's why I busted out. Like I said, I got one of my diecast birds out here. I got an A10 and like seriously, man. I like man. No, it's not really that heavy, but they got some heft to them. Like I could my hand. If you blindfold me and put like the paper plate in my hand and then put the diecast in my hand, there is a difference. The models maybe not so much, but yeah, yeah. These are good, and I don't feel like I can. Like I said, you don't feel like you can crush it. You know, like I'm holding it, and like again, like there's a natural thing about when I deal with paper airplanes. If I'm dealing with the true paper, I don't want to grab the wings. That's always been burnt into me. Grab the wing, kill the plane. You crinkle it, you rush it. So, oh man, dude, these birds are awesome. All of them, all of them. The look and stuff. I got to be able to fly, and well, I mean, I suppose I could take these out. There'd be even less. They'll be even stronger against like wind, snow, and rain than standard paper. I mean, I got my all weather birds, but this is different, you know. These yeah. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I mean, like I was sitting here admiring the birds. Like I brought that one back out just because, but like, dude, that yeah, I love the prismatic coloring on the one. Even though, like I said, man, it has a folder and builder and stuff like that. The horn style quote unquote canards up in the front end, kind of like they grate on me because you know when you see an aircraft with canards, you're like typically like okay, you got me, canards. Like, yeah, they should be aerodynamic towards the front end, not like in reverse, because that's what they look like. And I'm not, I'm teasing you a little bit, but I'm not, much love. You know, I don't care. Everybody does you. Like, for example, here, I'll show you one of my newer, this aircraft I was developing. This is one I'm actually working on. This one's in R&D. This is model number one here. Built this 3 days ago, February '08, but I actually got a plane again with canards on it. But see how they face the direction? Yeah, this one, I'm wanting to work with this one. I don't really know if I'm going to keep them because I don't like canards on my birds are a lot different than canards on everybody else's birds. Mine cause flutter to the extreme. Yeah, they're really touch and go. They've only ever really worked on Novolin. Um, and even Novolin wants to flutter. You can see it in the flight, but like this one, the only cool thing about this one is those are built in. I made this damn thing, and those canards are built in, and it's not how I foresaw the aircraft going. Basically, from them back is how I foresaw the aircraft going, but I didn't actually even foresee it being a Delta Diamond, but I do now. But anyway, so yeah, working on it. They could be taken out. They could be shrunk. And actually, shrinking them would probably do it a hella good. It's I'm sure, and Ben could definitely back me up on this one too. Like, yeah, it's a ratio thing, and it's kind of like putting the tailplanes on. You know, like paper aircraft don't like it so much, but if you can get a tailplane on there, and then learn your ratio, like okay, the wing area to rear wing area versus fore wing area, and you could possibly figure out what size you really do need for the balance to make the plane fly right with them. And the thing is, they're so big, acting like a bi-wing style that it just doesn't work. But I do kind of like the design of the bird. So yeah, I know this one. I'm quite happy with this one. This one is like taking some of my new ideas to an extreme. I don't I was not kind of expecting the Delta Diamonds to come out like that, but and the canards were like a last minute thing once I realized I had all that paper. This is one sheet, even though if you could tell there's separation there. That's where the fins come from. And that wasn't my original idea, but I liked the weight distribution, so I kept it all. And that's where the canards came from. But the canards cause a flutter, so now I'm like, I mean, I could even, they're separating. If you can see that, they're beginning to separate because they're exits. So, like, it's a legal sheet that created this. And it's weight, the weight is well balanced. It's just, I didn't see it becoming like an X Wing, and I didn't really see it becoming canarded, but like, as all people, when you get into creating, when you get in design, and this is number one, and like I'm a tweaker, so I went balls to the wall. So it turned out like that. I'd like to build three more and definitely take those out or take those out. But I'm anxious to see. I got to get it outside and see what it does first. If it actually flies better outside because I can throw it harder and it'll go farther, they may stay. But I really want to try it without them because that wasn't my point. My point also wasn't to have this much ass end to go with these fins, but I like how the fins came out. So I like the fact that they're so far back off the fuselage and hoping that's not actually too far back because that's one hell of a spring. That's a full tailplane back there because that's almost 2 inches separated from the keel rudder to the real rudder. Yeah, and yeah, again, like the canards, yeah, I mean, I only want to do them if they look right and they work right. And Nobleland, again, integrated, they kind of work right. Nova itself has a very, very, it's not even a canard. If you leave the winglets alone, it's not even a true canard. It's kind of like a dog tooth, but you get the idea. And Nobleland, like, takes it to an extreme. But I digress. Those planes, it's come a long way since its inception. So totally different. Javelin works with canards. I tried it. I didn't really like it, but Javelin does work with it. It just turns it into a different. That's another thing too. Like you can put them on aircraft, but you have a different aircraft. It doesn't matter what you built. You build a yours, even yours. Seriously, you build the RR7, but you put canards on that damn thing. That's no longer an RR7. I build a Javelin. You put canards on it. Got to change the name. That's a different aircraft. I don't care that you spent the entire time building that aircraft. You can either cut the front end and fold them out and give yourself the canards, or add them on. The point of the fact is, totally different aircraft. That's not a mod. That's a different aircraft. So, yeah, you got to watch that crap. Or at least that's how I feel about it. It might have been not how I felt about it before, but it is now. Just because, like, yeah, the look and the intent to build and whatever and stuff like that. But once you realize, like, you got a totally different flyer on you, I guess I would probably actually consider it a mod. Mm, freaking horrible, really. Like some people would consider, like for example, some people consider the way I did the 331-1 versus a dash two, especially how different. But like I don't think just because you can literally add those on, kind of like these fins, you can literally add those on. They're integrated, but you can add them on. And if y'all notice, like there's the welds here, as it were. There's a lot of tape around here holding his fins on. So again, there's weight to this puppy. And again, that's like um it's weight. So as he said, obviously they like weight, but it's you have to watch it. You have to be that aircraft is more it's adding weight back there, but there's obviously weight up here and they could be added on anywhere. You could put them up here if you wanted to. I don't know what it would do. Be kind of interesting. Like vertical canards. Is that even a thing? You heard it here first if it isn't. Um yeah, I don't know. This wouldn't be an RR7 if you had canards up there. It'd be a different plane. Now could it be an RR8, 9, 10? Yeah, possibly. I think I would probably do that. Thinking on it and then thinking about practicing on it, I would probably call it a mod. But that's Impact doesn't set any rules on that. You call it what you like. We always talk about it because I think there'll always be a raging debate about it, and you'll hear me and Mark get into it, and like we're not arguing the fact we're just counterpointing each other. I mean seriously, because it's the paper aircraft world. You build what you build. I mean, even if it was the real world, you build what you build. You do you. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. You call them what you like. You call them what we like. I mean, like, yeah, there's a true definition to what they do, how they function, how they work. But it's like, hey, whatever you call them, that's what we're gonna call them. So, and however they work, it's on you. I just, after debating on it, like I'm going through it in my mind. I'm thinking about how they would be, and it's like, yeah, that's how they would be. So, yeah, and a little bit extra news too. Obviously, I'm working aircraft here. I'm busy trying to work on I got another one too. I'm showcasing another one because we are working over here at Sill. Wintertime usually does that. I got this little birdie built. Um, Thinking about a Banshee replacement because I don't know if y'all remember this or not, but I was talking, looking like Banshees need to be replaced. So I built this the other day. I don't know if I like it. It's Banshee esque, but that's not the way I was going with it. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. Plus the fact that like its weight distribution and development is such that it doesn't fly like Banshee at all. Ironically enough, flies more like a Coyote, one of my newest ones. So there's no need to replacing that. So I'm stuck in that kind of little situation. But I mean, I like it. These are development works. This is what happens when you're into aircraft development. This is all R&D. I got like 7 designs now. Okay, wait. I take that back. I've got like 3. One I've played around with 3 times, and the other 2 are. Uh, there's no chance I'll be accepted. Hell, I was building the planes from a book, so they're not R&D, but I just have designs. But anyway, I'm working this stuff, so yeah, yeah. So big news happening. Nice of the delivery. I love getting the deliveries. Like I said, me and Matt talked about this. Y'all might have been along for it to ride. I can't remember from before, but like, I'm very seriously considering like it would be so cool if it was more economical. Whereas like if one of us was like a logistics center, and if one of our aircraft needed repair, we could send it to somebody. They repaired it, sent it back as good as new, or at least it's got a SLEP, a service life extension program. Man, ah, that'd be so cool, and yet also so useless, almost as useless as an aircraft carrier. But I digress. Anything that makes our little crafty fun more like realism is cool to me, even if it is a pipe dream. Yeah, if I could shrink people down to fly our birds. Actually, if I could shrink prisoners down so I could put them in the nose of a javelin to send them straight up and then dig them straight into the ground so they die on impact or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe not that harsh, but I'm just saying because maybe you just have a heart attack because, oh my God, I'm going straight down. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I would put all the crap in like you, Robert, you, Ben, you, Matt, all y'all put into there. Like pretend it is really like there's a guy in there, and I would put the strings in there to control his rudders, his spoilers, his flaps, his ailerons, everything, and he can control his plane. And by all means, take it out over the lake. Man, if I can train, there was not even anything you can think of. What can you think of that would be small enough, but trainable enough? Because it can't be a mouse. Even a mouse couldn't sit on this. But I mean, another bird, but why is a bird going to do it? And they're not small enough. It's got to be something about that big. What in the animal world? A bumblebee. We could train a bumblebee. Bumblebees like to play. I've seen the videos. We've done the scientific study. If you could train a bumblebee, who already doesn't probably gets tired just simply flying because they're not supposed to be able to fly, get them in the cockpit. They would probably be the right size. Carpenter B would just be a fatty. We'd probably have to slim down to Bumblebee size. Like, if you got recruits, you'd have Carpenter Bees, Bumblebees, and the Carpenter Bees would be the dudes on the ground working on the planes, and the Bumblebees would go fly the planes. Because they're not supposed to be able to fly anyway. So, like, yeah, stick them in the plane. I can fly. They're probably light enough. I mean, I've held Bumblebees in my hand. They're light enough. I don't think. Definitely for a Powerhouse plane. I don't know about mine, but. And then when you're talking KIA planes, like a Sabertooth, hell, you probably could put a mouse in that. I'm sure we could train a mouse to fly that plane. Give him. He moves a stick to the right. Give him a Reese's peanut butter chew. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway, but pipe dreams, buddy. Pipe dreams. Sometimes I really get deep into like what could possibly happen, even though there's. I know the funny thing is I don't have a dream about it. I have never in my life dreamt, seriously, fell asleep and dreamt about paper airplanes at all. I can honestly say that. I may have forgotten it, but I can say with aplomb that I've never done it. I have like daydreams about them, about tech and ideas to put on them. Yes, that happens. But a nighttime dream where we go flying or I get small enough to fly my planes, which I would love to have. I even try to set that thing in my mind so I can go to sleep with it. Never happened. Usually it turns into a dream about walking with Godzilla. I got a lot of yeah, ever since I was like 3 years old. I've had dreams about Godzilla. Everyone like once a week, sometimes twice. Almost always getting up close to him. See, but usually like, oh man, it's crazy. I'm not getting into this, but I have dreams about him. So gotta try again for the paper airplane dream. Anyway, people, keep up with your dreams. Keep building. We're here. We're live. We're not gonna be for much longer. Tonight, tonight. We need some more videos out. Y'all get some more videos out. Y'all do some more flying. Y'all do please do more building and keep dreaming. Keep getting these planes, ideas, and let's see what you come up with. You'll see what we come up with, and maybe we can do this all together as a meetup, online or in person. You know what I'm saying?